Do you feel like a lucky person, or do you feel a little unlucky, or do you don't think about luck, unluck? You don't think. Sometimes we think no matter how much hard work I do, it doesn't end up the way I want it to end. The results are always like, oh, I worked so hard for this. Like, why did not like had why is it not like the way I thought it would be? And we see some other people and like, okay, oh, they got so easy. Why is it so easy for them? Why do I have to work so hard? We all feel like that way. We all suffering silently. We all think, okay, my life is so hard. Some people have so easy, right? We all think. Let me tell you that it's not as good as you think for them, and it's not bad as you think it's for you. Okay. Um, so that's what we'll discuss today. So this today is second chapter of Psychology of Money book, which is Luck and Risk. Uh, I think most people don't believe in luck, right? I also don't be. I did not understand only what is luck. Like we don't know what is it, right? So the actual meaning is every outcome in your life or anyone's life is always affected by some other forces on top of whatever the individual effort that you are putting in it. So is it do you believe that like whatever the outcome or whatever the result you are getting in your life is not just your own individual effort? It's always something else is also affecting it, right? Let me tell you a story. Who doesn't know Bill Gates, right? So Bill Gates, he went to high school in where he had a computer in 1965. It was the only school that time which had a computer. It's like, oh, what is the significance of that, right? Nowadays, every high school, like most of schools have computers, but that time it was a big thing. One of his teachers, Bill Dowgall, what he thought is just studying is not enough. At that time only, he thought just studying is not effort. Not efficient. They should also have some experience. He thought like when the students go to college, they should already have some experience in computer. So what it did is he asked the mothers of the school, like they had a club, I think. You can go and look the full story. You can. So what he thought, he actually did a petition where he asked the mothers, the club that the mothers were running, to lease or buy a computer. That time they collected around 3,000 and leased the computer, and the school got computer. That is only fascinating. And Bill Gates, what he did was, it was fascinating for him. He and his friend Paul Allen, they were not like they were so excited they did not let go of that computer. It was not official in official curriculum, but they can go and spend their time with computer whenever they can. So they got so good at programming, and they even created some program which helped school in uh, creating curricular or something. I don't remember the exact program that they did, but they did. Imagine like school graduates also did not had access to computers, where Bill Gates, who was 13 and he's in 8th grade, he got access to computer. What it might have done to him, right? He and his friend used to, like, they used to talk like who will be the next CEO, what we'll do in future, what will, like, how we will run a Fortune 500 company. That time only, just they got, because they got a computer and they had access, and they had fun with it. They created programs, so they like doing that all. There is no doubt that they were smart, they were hardworking, but they also had a little bit of luck in their part. Like at that time, according to UN, this author writes, there were in 1968 there were 300 million students around the world, 18 million in just US, 270K in Washington, 100K in Seattle area where the school was, and in this school there were 300 students. from 300 million to 300 in a school, and Bill Gates one of them using that computer. So you can imagine, right? 1 in a million chance. This is what they call 1 in a million luck, right? So Bill Gates only said that if there was no lakeside, there would be no Bill Gates, what we have seen him today. So uh, luck and risk both are realities that we need to deal only. There is no way of escaping it. We can understand them to a little extent, but still. So um, every outcome you are getting, right now, you can understand it a little bit, that every outcome is affected by these forces, not just your own individual effort. So the world is complex. It's more complex than we think. It's more complex than what we can understand also. So this, like, for now the world is 7 billion people and you are one of them. You are playing a game where you are one person, you are playing against 7 billion people, and apart from that there are infinite moving parts, right? Whatever happens in US or whatever happens in some other parts of world, it also affects you, right? So you don't know, you don't have control actually. Do you think you have control? No, we don't. We can do whatever our part is, like we can work the way, we can plan and we can do what we have in our control, but outcome is always detected by more factors than you think you can. So it's actually hard. It is hard to measure our like to put in box, like what is rug luck risk, and we'll put in a box, we'll understand, we'll master it, and then we can, okay, get over this factor which we don't know what to do, right? It's not. So the challenge only is to, we don't have in our hands. um, when we judge others, uh, like for example, if a person is successful, uh, we if we say, okay, he got successful because he has luck in his side, or his parents were rich, or he got something in his hands, like he did not earn, or he did not, if we say things like that, it is little jealous and little mean, right? It's jealous and mean. If I say about myself, I worked so hard, um, and if I say, okay, I got lucky, we never say we got lucky, right? Even if I earn something today, if I get success also, we will not attribute it to luck, right? We say it was my hard work. Even if I say it is luck, then it is like demoralizing myself. No, I'll not give credit to luck. It is like, okay, I did so much of hard work, that's why I'm like luck, I got this success, not because of luck, it did not play any part. That's what we say, right, to ourselves. Like, um some economists who found out that there is more correlation between brothers earning same amount of money, rather than being height or tall, or white, same skin color. The correlation is more in terms of earning rather than other genetic attributes, right? So most of the opportunities or good opportunities opening new windows, it's all directed by your parents, right? Their socio-economics level, where they are, how, where they are letting you study, right? It is all linked, not in your own hands, it's all linked. Say I buy a stock today, and you are thinking, okay, in 5 years this stock will go to this particular range, and this is how much returns I'll get. But what if you're stuck? You made a good decision. So you took all the information that you have. You took a good decision. You thought this is it. This is it. This is what's going to happen. But what if the good decision you took fell under 20% of unfortunate risk? There was 80% of chance, right? You took all the information and you did a good decision. 80% is good decision only. 20% of is it risk, right? If you, after all this also, if you get bad returns, it's not your fault, right? You took that decision hoping it returns only, not thinking like this is a bad decision, I'll take it anyway. No, no, nobody does that. It just fell in the unfortunate side, right? Like even magazines, paper, news channels, all those things only highlight few people who are successful, who eventually become successful, who is CEOs, or who there are billionaires who got rich by stocks, right? We all hear the stories of those people who are extreme, not like extremes are only one in a million example or one in a billion example, not uh, it is not a broad spectrum, what we call, right? So there is like you cannot take those lessons and apply into your life. Extremes are always driven by again unforeseen like luck and risk. Failures also, if you hear a massive failure, that it also includes a massive risk in that. So the main challenge, at least in money matters or in investing strategies, how much of it is a risk, how much of it is a luck, how much of it is a skill. If you can have all the skills in the world, what if the decision you took falls under a unfortunate thing called risk, right? mm. If we have a magic wand, if we can have that unimaginable power, we might understand the power of luck and risk, and like if something some outcome is coming, and if we can calculate just the percentage of luck and risk that it got involved, like if okay, the 20% was luck, okay, 80% you took a decision, 20% was luck, that's why the result is success. We can't say like that, right? So especially in money matters, it affects a lot. So, how do you take a decision? How do you come to a particular point where you say, okay, I'll take this decision only. Okay, I'll do this only. So, always start anything with thinking. First thing is your 100% of effort, your 100% of uh, decisions, your all the information. It doesn't lead to 100% of outcome. Meaning the control is not in your hands. For making a decision, it's in your control, but outcome is not in your control. Okay, and remember that all the success, whoever the people might be, all the success is not because of their hard work, and all the failures, whoever the failures are not because they are lazy. Okay, when some people start a business, they are not thinking it will fail and I'll start it anyway. No, they tried their best. If a student is working like, if 10 students are working for one rank, all are working hard only. Nobody is like thinking I'll not work hard, still I'll compete. No, no, everybody is doing their hard work, everybody is doing their part, but still something changes like on the outcomes. So also always focus on individuals. Always not not focus on individuals. Okay, not focus on individuals, they are extreme. If you are trying to learn from Warren Buffett, he is successful, he is one of the successful investor that ever lived, but you cannot emulate the same thing in your life. You don't know how much luck is involved there, right? He might have taken 100 decisions, out of them 20 might be good decisions and 80 might be bad decisions, but 20 might be overlapping on 80, right? You don't know one pinpoint in his life and emulate those. You can emulate only skills or efforts, but you cannot emulate in your luck. Luck is not in our hand. So always check for broad spectrum pattern. Okay, now what is the current situation in the market, what is the trend that is going on, what we can learn from history, like more research on more patterns, not on one person and take his formula and try to do it in your life. Okay, uh, you know the story for Mark Zuckerberg, right? He got offer from Yahoo to sell his company for 1 billion, but he did not sell. Okay, he might have took a risk of like maybe this company will be big in future. He might have taken that risk. the same company Yahoo also got offered from Microsoft for 1 billion, or I think, I don't know, but they turned it down. They did not sell it. But they are not as successful as Microsoft today, right? They would, people say they would have sell it and took that cash, right? But they also took a risk. They thought they will also be successful, but they are not. So always, like, decisions are taken in best interest only, but the outcomes are like diverse, we don't know. So the one of the trick, at least with dealing with money, right, always keep in your mind, arrange your life or financial life. It doesn't have to be large amount of money, or like whatever the little bit of saving also you are doing, arrange it in a certain way that, if one bad decisions, or one, like, if you thought you will save like a lakh in 5 months, but you did not hit that goal, but still also there is some bandwidth is there for failure, like you can still survive even after those failures. Diversify your money, diversify your investment. Don't just bet on single thing, and you took somebody's advice and you were pointing, you were doing as they said. No, don't do like that. One, always keeping one bet is not a good thing. It's like card game, right? When you are playing card, you get some cards, maybe all of them are bad cards. So you don't, on bad cards, you again don't make bad decisions. You wait for your turn, play slow, but wait for your turn, and you think some luck will turn and you get some good cards, you will survive. Like that only. Card game is an example, not a suggestion. So the end is, when you are what do you say, when you are judging others, no, always have an understanding that even if they are failing, they might have tried their best, and risk might be in their favor. And also, when you are judging yourself, like, okay, why did I end up like this, always attribute it to a little bit of risk. Okay, have an understanding mind. Even if you don't believe it fully, have an understanding, like some other thing have played it part. There are so many other factors affecting every decisions that we take. So always be little understanding for yourself and for others also. So the chapter again ends with, it's not as bad as you think it is, and it is not good as you think it is. Okay, so again, as usual, I tell you to go and read yourself. Reading is a good habit. As always, I tell the same thing. If you can go and read the chapter by yourself, you will get more in depth understanding. I'm trying to tell you the summary as much as I can, but still reading is better than I think. Thank you for watching. Let's see other chapter next time.